Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back to Season 4, Episode 15. So here we are, a couple hours after I recorded my last episode, Episode 14 of Season 4. And the workers now finished up with this army camp upgrade. So if I want to continue this, it's going to take $750,000, which we could do, but we're not too close on that, so I'm probably going to do something else first. Also, it's a pretty slow upgrade for not a huge improvement. It's a 3-dayer for only 5 extra supply. So, yes, I want to do it eventually, but no, it's not on the highest priority list. I'd rather do a defense first. Okay then, now that we've narrowed that down, what defense to do? Well, right now, as is, I could do this cannon for 100,000, or I could do this archer tower for 360,000, or I'm pretty close to doing this air defense turret. This is going to take another 120,000 gold, so that's what I'm actually aiming at right now. So I've got the free worker, got close to that amount of gold, so I'm going to keep this worker occupied with these trees. I'm removing the natural decorations as always, but let's go on the attack, and then we can check out this recent attack which gave me this shield. Also, I need to replace my spring traps. I better not forget to do that. I totally did not queue up guys, so I'm going to actually hit end battle and go back and do that. So maybe we can fit 2 more raids into this. I've done a lot of videos recently with 2 raids in each. Makes them longer. Some of you really like that, so hooray if you like that. You'll be getting what you like. It will also have the benefit of actually causing me to raid more, which is also good because we do need to raid more to get more resources, is basically the short version of it. We do have a healer that's queued up already, so that will be finishing soon. Actually, because of that, I'm going to even out these giants, put 4 of them in the healer one, so it's all slightly faster. Okay, done, and let's go find, 123,000 gold now? Bit more to be safe, although if we're right on the border, we can always wait for the collectors, or the mines and collectors, to collect enough that we can get the last bit needed. Oh, that's just short. Too bad. Eventually we're going to be creating a dark elixir storage, as you see this guy has. Not in a hurry to do so, though. I wouldn't want to attack that 90,000 just because, that leaves me solidly 30,000 short, which isn't good. Obviously, we're not going to be able to make that up. Interesting base here. Very poorly upgraded. You've got all the pieces, like you've got 2 mortars, you've got 2 wizard towers, but everything just isn't upgraded. Archer towers and cannons especially. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, I could probably take that on with just, only barbarians, probably 100 barbarians. Another 96,000, similar to the last one. Lower town hall, though. I wish I could take this guy on. He's got his air defense outside the walls. It's just asking to be rated by my army composition. I'm pretty powerful against that right now, but not enough gold, so I think getting 120,000 is not unreasonable, but if we attack for a little while here and keep searching through and can't find one, maybe we'll swap up strategies. Taking forever to load. Have you disconnected? I've actually been on a very stable connection lately, so I haven't had any issues with disconnecting. Okay, there we go, loaded. Another guy with some brand new defenses, although that might be more due to him being a newly Town Hall 8. But still, things like the Wizard Tower are probably upgraded. Both of them are level 1 still. But once again, not enough gold. Getting sort of more high-level bases in here. I guess that means we're getting higher in the trophy count. Ooh, there's a beautiful amount of gold, but this is going to be a higher level base. Oh yes, indeed it is. This is definitely a Town Hall 8 or 9. Let's find the Town Hall. Although, this might be a good candidate for raiding. There's some resources in the collectors. They're not super full. I don't think there's any chance we could get into the center. Okay, I'm not actually sure how full the storages are. See this level 10 one right here? This elixir one shows as partially full. So that's the only thing that's sort of promising the fact that there's resources in here. So I'm going to attack and see how full these other ones are. So I'm going to look at the gold count on the top left. 782 down to 6 something. Not bad. If it's breaking 100, that's Not bad. Okay, I guess we're going to get some Dark Elixir while we're at it. We actually don't have a storage for it, so this is the first Dark Elixir we've ever stolen. But unfortunately, we can't store it anywhere. But you know what? That's alright. It's only 113-ish Dark Elixir. Well, it was a bit more than that. Maybe 150 before I started attacking, actually. But the point is, we would not be able to raid enough to get the 10,000 needed for the Barbarian King. Which would be nice, but we can't do it. So now the question is, do we actually want to be nice and take out this guy's town hall for him? He's really asking for us to take out his town hall, and I'm going to be nice. I'll give him a shield. Because I would wish someone would do the same thing back to me in the same situation, because I want shields. Okay, so how are we doing on the gold count? So we've gotten at least 20,000 already, and we're still collecting more, so that's not bad. Like I said, though, they weren't very full. I could just tell they had at least some in them. It's hard to tell with level 10 and 11 storages, or not storages, mines and collectors. They are rather slow to fill, and so even a small amount can be worth a relatively large amount if you just raid them. So, what are we at? So I was at 417 before, so we were at like 30,000 just stolen so far. I'll put in some archers here to take on the collector down here once it's done. Okay, this collector is nearly done. Those two are done. Oh, the guy collecting this one died. I think this should be possible to be stolen. Okay, maybe not. I mean, it's funny because it was standing like right there and hitting the army camp. Okay, screw it. I don't care that much about the elixir. Okay, is that it? That is it. Let us end the battle and see how we did. So just pinking away using 21 guys. Is that 21? No, 23 guys. We got 43,000 gold and 93,000 elixir. Interesting, we got so much more elixir. Wonder what was up with that. Maybe there was a mine in the middle I missed or something. Actually, I can look in the background. No? Weird. Maybe their elixir collectors were just much higher level or uncollected. Anyways, yes, 41,000 gold. Not bad. You know what this will do? This will allow us to take on one of those other 90,000 bases, like I saw 2 of them before. So that's a great benefit of that. Plus our army should be complete once again. We'll be slightly short on barbarians, but that's alright. Now, before I forget, I do want to create... Well, okay. I was thinking, do I want to do spring traps? And yes, I do want to do spring traps eventually. But that does take 4,000 gold to replace the 2 that I'm missing. So you know what? I'm actually going to save off on doing that. And I'll do that afterwards, after I start my construction. Unless I have enough gold. Just because I can always get that 4,000 gold from the mines. And build them once a worker is busy. But I can't necessarily do that at all times. Ooh, there's a good amount. So I said I could take on a 90,000, but this 133,000 would do just fine as well. Hum-de-dum-dum-dum. Shall we take this guy on? Okay, so this is interesting. So this guy, his collectors and mines are very full once again. Same situation as last time. So while we could attack super heavily, the vast majority of his resources are going to be in the outside here. So I'm thinking that that would be not very cost effective. First, I'm going to check for Klenkas guys. Shouldn't be any, just given the fact that there are all these tombstones around. Sort of indicates that he's inactive. So we are going to do the exact same thing as before, raiding, pick off stuff for free. Oh, come on, that should have been... Oops. Don't attack the barracks, attack the collector. Okay, we won't be able to attack this collector on the bottom. We should attack this one on the right, though. It's out of range. This mine here, maybe. Stupid. This one, maybe? No. We can always raid it later. I'm going to have to deploy more heavily for these mines on the right, but fortunately they're all grouped up, which is, I very much appreciate. Don't attack the builder's hut. Yeah, like I said, we're going to have to attack more heavily into these guys here. And, I'm fine doing that. I mean, more heavily, it's not like we're deploying our giants or anything. Although we actually might want to deploy our giants just for distraction. I do have 2 extra giants that have completed because of those archers finishing, or the archers deploying last time. So I'm going to deploy 2 of them, the 2 extra ones, a couple goblins, and a couple archers. I'm also going to deploy 2 giants over here, and then go in with the goblins. Oops, misclick. I meant to switch to goblins right there, but ended up deploying 2 extra giants. You know what? It's alright. I think that should be the last gold mine, though. Yep, okay, as you can see, my read was exactly correct. He's only got 3,100 gold left over, and that's going to be in his storages and in his town hall. So, I just picked off the outside buildings without engaging more heavily, with only using 6 giants. And that is exactly what I wanted, just to get all the gold without investing any more heavily than I needed to. So, mission successful right there. Also lets us afford the air defense upgrade, so with some despair as well. So let's head on home and start that sucker up. It's a long one. It's going to take 5 days, if I remember correctly. 540, so we got 46,000 extra, which I will spend first on spring traps and then on walls. So we're down to 0 gold, or as close as possible to 0 gold as we can get. In that effort, I shall be collecting from the mines and elixir collectors right here before I build walls. Just get the last bit, and then we can spend the last bit while we have got a free worker. We will have another free worker in 14 hours, so that's actually not too long, but always good to spend the gold, so it just can't be stolen. Okay, so what was that? 40,000? Yeah, so I'll do this 30,000 gold upgrade on this one missing wall over here. And what is it? 13,000 more? Yes, indeed. So let's do some little ones. This one, 10,000. Okay, 3,000 left. Well, here's one, and that's it. I don't think I have any more wooden walls around here to upgrade. Nope. So let us start this air defense upgrade. And I'm definitely going to start this one that's on the outside here, because the one in the center is much better protected, so if I'm only going to have one air defense, I'm going to make sure it's better protected. Okay, before we head off, let's check out a recent attack on our base, as mentioned. So, this one happened only 3.5 hours ago. It's right here on top, with a little bit of everything. So it's mostly a giant attacking force, 14 giants, which is what I've been using to attack, actually, you might notice. Although he's not going healer, he's going heavier with the wall breaker, with 10 wall breakers, and then some infantry. That's a lot of goblins, actually, with 50 goblins. From the amount of gold he stole, it looks like he probably got into one of the gold storages, but let's load it up and find out exactly what happened. 50 goblins, that's going to be the critical part to stealing in this force. The giants alone are not going to be able to take on our defenses as a whole. So I'm curious to how that's going to work out. Okay, mass guys down here. Interesting to deploy the wall breakers completely unsupported, so he just lost 2 of them. At least 1. I'm not sure how. I think 2 detonate. I think 1 more might have. Okay, interesting wall breaker strategy. He's basically letting his guys be funneled in. Clan Castle guys are coming out. No more dragon, like last time. Fortunately, most of the archers are staying within the walls, which shall help out. Okay, well, now they broke through, so they're not, but, the mortars firing and splash those guys up pretty heavily. Ooh, level 5 archers coming out. So this guy is a higher level. Interesting. Level 5, you're going to have to be Town Hall 8 to have level 5 archers. And have been there for a while, because they are both slow and expensive to train. Interesting use of way more wall breakers. Don't really approve of it. It's not efficient use of them at all. I assume he's probably running out about now. Springtrap just got one of the last 2 remaining giants, which is going to leave these archers rather unsupported. Well, he just deployed 4 more. Interesting that I guess he was trying to save them and hold them back. But clearly he decided he's going to have to deploy more heavily. Okay, so he did do some damage to half the gold storage, this close gold storage, with archers, not goblins, like I was expecting. So I'm going to expect he's going to deploy a bunch more goblins in a second here, try to break into the center, probably deploy them on the bottom left. Curious how that's going to happen. Okay, deployed about 10 on the right side, a couple more on top, someone left. Okay, he's making the mistake that he thinks my resources are in my storages, but I was just online. Oh, down here, like I thought. I thought he'd do more down here, honestly. I'm curious if they're going to break in. And yes, they are, but they died pretty fast in the mortar. Okay, and they finished it off, the last half of it. Wizard Tower, yeah, smacked it down. Okay, so one mistake he did was he did not realize my collectors and mines were very, very empty. He attacked right after I'd logged off, so they were very empty, and he pretty much wasted a bunch of goblins attacking them. Those goblins he deployed on the right and the top and the left, pretty much ineffective. There was less than 100 resources in each of those. Would have been much better off saving them and deploying them in little bursts to get into that gold storage like he did, and then he could have hacked onto the other gold storage and elixir storage. That would have been much more effective. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap up this episode, but you know what? First, let's check out this guy's base, and you guys can let me know how you'd attack it in the comments section. So here we go. Let's load it up. I expect this guy to be a higher level, just given his level 5 archers that he was deploying. Indeed he is. Very interesting. Very symmetrical. Well, very regimented at least. Not as symmetrical. Yeah, interesting to say the least. So yeah, here it is, guys. Resources collectors are outside, as well as the mines, which makes them good targets for raiding. Town Hall is outside as well, which means it's probably not going to have troops, or he doesn't rely on them as heavily. So let's check that. He does have giants. Interesting. Why do people use giants? They're so bad. He's upgrading to Town Hall 9. I must say I disagree with that, given his defenses. They are rather low level. He doesn't have anything that's maxed out from what I can see. No, none of his defenses are maxed out, and many of them are 2 to 3 levels under-leveled. I would not be upgrading to Town Hall 9 if I was him. He also does have some Dark Elixir. Let's check out how much. Okay, guys, 4,000 Dark Elixir, so maybe some of you are interested in stealing that. Either way, let me know what sort of army you guys would use, and how you might attack in the comments if you so desire. Thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, have a great day.